So I call out Monza in his daily driver, and this thing is slick, right? This Pontiac is meant. It's awesome, awesome car. AC, heater, all that stuff, full interior. So I call him out. I said, "Hey man, I'm gonna take your money, and I'm gonna do it with a car that's got a terrible name that you're just gonna hate losing to." And here's what I show up to. This guy can't leave nothing alone. He gets called out, and he immediately starts upgrading crap, try to make it faster. So he must he must not like losing to a stupid named car, huh?
Hey, I can lose to a car that's named after Dairy Queen.
And he said something about, oh, blah, blah, it's a Mustang. Well, okay, all right, whatever. So what is this, man? What's all this business? I see you got some stuff laying up here.
This is a new Pro Torque converter. The converter in this car is all wrong for this new combo. So we're going to do a converter swap. I swapped the cross member to a lightweight one here a while back. And to be honest, I think it's flexing. So I'm going to put this back in it. This freaking thing right here weighs 50 pounds.
Hey, you know what? Just
adding weight to the car,
yeah,
Chad, to make it easier on you.
Yeah, adding weight to the car. You know what? We should add some lead to this just to make it just extra strong right there. Put some lead bars in this, you know, just in case.
There's bolt holes there to bolt them if I need them.
You know, and it's right where you need the weight. You need it right in the middle of the car.
Look
you know,
at this.
close to the front axle as possible.
This is my front sway bar. Does that look symmetrical? I think somebody used it for a tow strap.
Not on the daily driver.
Yeah. Well, apparently his daily driver has broke down at some point in time and had to be towed.
So you're getting rid of that.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. It was still bolted on there, but it was set like that. We're gonna get rid of that. I didn't want to take that off anyway because that bothered me.
Right.
And we didn't do that. It was like that when we got the car. So we got this new one from UMI. It goes on the front, and it actually ties into the cross member too. So it ought to work out pretty good here. It goes like this.
That'll stiffen up the front of the car.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll work and fit. And it's for all you that have a G-body, this is a bolt-in. Didn't have to drill no holes. These two holes here, they were already tapped.
So the only fab work you got is taking that out of the box then, huh?
That and taking the other one off that was twisted up like a pretzel.
Yeah, you'll get that on them big jobs.
So I'm going to do the cross member and converter when we change the new headers we got ordered. Pull that out.
You're putting new headers on too? Man.
Well, that's needed headers all along.
Oh, You just happen to do it right before we race?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to lose.
So, man, you're gonna give me the hit, right? Yeah.
We're gonna race for a peanut buster parfait from Dairy Queen.
Oh man, you're just hating on the name. It's all good. No one wants to get put in a car seat by the name the Cream Machine. I mean,
I promise you, if you kick my ass, you ain't getting me in that car seat. You ain't big enough. You might Photoshop it. That's the closest you're gonna get.
So what do you got going on up here? Is this from removing the bent bar?
Yeah, I mean these are. I'm just gonna put all new hardware on it when I put it back on.
Gotcha.
And that probably ain't gonna make a hill of beans difference, but I'll put it on there anyway.
Right. Well, I think you should race it how it is. I wouldn't even put that UMI on there yet. You don't even need this transmission cross
I might
member.
leave this off because it's heavy, but that converter and them new headers will be on it.
All right, so you're gonna leave all that stuff off and give me the hit, and then after the race, no matter what, we can put this stuff back on and do it again, huh? Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm hearing.
Brandon, come help me. This young buck's picking on me.
All I heard was he was going to give us a hit.
That's my boy.
So, all right, man. I'm excited.
We had this stuff ordered. We were just been lazy all winter deer hunting.
Yeah.
And we just been messing with the Chevelle. Well, I need to get the Chevelle back in here, so I figured I'd get some of this shit bolted on and get this one. We have to shuffle cars back and forth. We ain't got enough shop.
Right.
So
So, cool. Let's get to work.
get her did.
All of this so you don't get beat by a Mustang.
This is just to make it look pretty. When I hang the wheels and you look up under the front end of it, you can see some shiny shit.
And I guess that would stiffen it up quite a bit, huh?
I would think it would. I mean, we put a tubular cross member in here to kind of make more room for the bigger Pro Charger.
Uh-huh.
And I think, my honest opinion is, there's something flexing. And I don't know if it's the cross member or the transmission cross member, but something's letting something flex. So I'm just going to do a couple simple bolt-ons here and see if it fixes it. If it don't, then we're going to come in here and box some more spring.
Try to stiffen it up quite a bit. It's flexing on you on the launch, you said?
So we noticed on the lift, picking it up and down from there, 4 points, that the front bumper was separating from the fenders a little bit. We don't know if it was doing that before, and we've just now seen it, or if it was the stuff we changed, let it not be as stiff as it used to be. So we're gonna see if we can get it fixed.
Man, those really are some small headers, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're 1 3/4 inch, and these Frankenstein loose monsters call for a minimum of 2-inch headers.
Yeah, those things are tiny. If anyone is wondering, that is torqued to spec. So surely you're not doing all this just because I called you out for our one race. I mean,
we were doing all this before.
Yeah. You got anything you plan on doing with it? I mean, track-wise or street-wise?
The first thing we want to do is get it done and take it to put it back on the dyno. We're not done dynoing it yet. We changed the intercooler. We had some issues. And it wasn't making as much boost as we thought it should. So we put a better intercooler on it. And built some new piping with V-band clamps. So we know the converter's not right. So we'll change the headers and converter and get it back on the dyno and see if we can get it to make the power we think it should make.